I find this to be titillating, so I'm gonna throw it to moderator and Elsie Rudolfo, who is going to break down this match as it is about to be underway. Take it away, Mod.
Thanks, Elsie. We have two Navy Drakes, two Navy Brutics, two Cerberus, two Vigilants, and Kitsunes. I'm not sure exactly how much those Kitsunes are going to be able to do against the core that MOA has actually brought.
Yeah, MOA has brought a very weird two Navy Dominics, two Navy Brutix, Navy Executor, Blackbird, Vexor, Daredevil fit. I'm gonna assume all these ships are structure tanked because that defense bar is pretty large, and that Vexor melted very quickly.
And we
When
already have
there's like
micro jump
a
drives going across the field. MOA has immediately jumped into the back line of LowSechnaya Sholupen. The Navy Dominixes, Navy Brutixes are all in the back line, getting tackle onto the Kitsune of Zairn Blackscale.
Oh my goodness, what a way to go down. That Kitsune did not see that one coming. I can guarantee you this Daredevil is active tank, but it just died really quickly here. And his poor Blackbird is getting jammed by these Kitsunes, and the Kitsunes are dying really hard right now.
What also is dying really hard is that Brutix of Parsa, who cares, but that's just his armor, and in all likelihood, that will be a hull-tanked Brutix. It wouldn't surprise me if the entirety of this MOA comp was, in fact, hull-tanked.
Yeah, I'm going to assume everything is going to be hull tanked here for these guys. Really funny things. Another Kitsune is down, so the Ewar is off the field with the Blackbird still alive. So suddenly the control swings the exact opposite way. A Brutix does finally go down here. Both these teams with a lot of potential damage here. Navy Dominixes, they can't use drones that well, but they do have bonus guns. So when they get on a target, they can rip them to shreds. And we see this Blackbird throwing potential jams onto quite a few targets here.
Yeah, we can see that the larger attack bar that's actually being applied, so the filled-in red part out of the gray attack bar, is going to be on the favor of LowSechnaya Sholupen. Those Navy Drakes and Brutix is able to hit away with the long-range weapons platforms. Just now that the Navy Dominixes are getting on top of that Vigilant, we can see that Mo is just now beginning to apply damage, but already they've lost a Brutix and a Navy Executor, not trading quite fast enough, I don't believe.
Oh my goodness, as you say, without trading fast enough, both these Vigilants got webbed and scrambled by these Navy Dommies, and they basically, that Vigilant just basically popped in one go. This Navy Brutix belonging to the Mordus Angel side is kind of holding on there, but this Vigilant is going down.
Yeah,
this is an amazing trade.
Yet crucially, we're not seeing any actual scram effects from LowSechnaya Sholupen onto that core, just web. So what that means is if any of those ships get too low, they can blink away and live to win.
How is this happening? How are the MOA side able to get webs on so many targets? They webbed the Serb, they webbed the Navy Brutix immediately after those two Vigilants went down. These Navy Dominixes are just asserting their dominance right now. I'm not sure how they get caught, but
they're getting webs, I feel, a little bit too late. This Navy Brutix is now in hull. He's still hull tank, so about half his total HP is remaining. But they're just now getting tackle onto the Navy Brutix and Cerberus, and they're just not applying that much damage.
Oh my goodness, so many things are. It looks like the jams from this Blackbird are not successful, as we see the attack bar for LowSechnaya Sholupen is still pretty high up there. And it looks like, as you mentioned, yeah, MOA, they did get some tackle, some scrams and webs on these this Navy Brutix and Serb, but they can't really get too much down too quick. As I said, that one Serb is down, and it looks like they're just going to trade it for that Navy Brutix.
So, Elise, you've been a team captain before. If you're MOA and you've only got the two Navy Dominixes for damage, what's your call right now?
I think you just take these Navy Brutixes out for now and try and jam these Drakes. But really, critically, these Navy Dommies are being piloted really, really well. I saw for a moment the Navy Drake got tackled before he was able to break off, and that's a battleship catching a battle cruiser, so pretty hard to do. It does look like they are focusing on Radist in the Navy Brutix, but all tackle just seems to have dropped, and I'm not sure why.
One of the problems of these Navy Dominixes actually trying to apply damage is that if they're hull tanked, they're going to have expanded bulkheads in their low slots. That means that they can't fit any sort of meg stabs for the blaster damage or drone damage amplifiers multipliers to make their drones more powerful. So they're going to be applying fairly minimal damage for the point value that you get out of a faction battleship.
Yep, and we do see Radis Navy Brutix is tackled once again by these Navy Dommies who are sticking together. No active tank to speak of on them. As we do say, they are structure tanked. 45% structure remains on the Navy Domix belonging to Comrade Pablo. But they're not trading that effectively anymore. I think Moa had a really good mid game here where they took the Kitsunes and Vigilance out with just in rapid succession. Now they're having a really hard time next targets down. They were able to tackle Hannibal Choi in his Navy Brutix. I'm not sure how LowSechnaya Sholupen keeps getting tackled by Navy Dommies, but man,
Yeah,
the
not quite sure
Comrade's
either.
actually still alive.
So I actually really like the target call of going for a Navy Brutix. They've realized that they see the shield hardener effects on top of them, and Navy Brutixes just don't have that many shield mids for tanks. So as soon as we see the remaining shield HP of Hannibal Choi get clawed through, Sim City will be able to eventually break it rather quickly. And Comrade Pablo's been surviving for forever.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought he was going to be dead long before this, but no, he's lived just long enough to do a pretty good trade. In fact, if he goes down about now, I'd say that's a great trade for them.
He's trying to MJD, but he can't actually get it off in time, so he will fall. And right now, that Cerberus and these Navy Drakes need to burn away and live to win. Right now, they're just on top of him, brawling at 0, and that is not where you want to be against a whole tank Navy Dominix.
Yeah, they're just literally like right now. All they have to do is run, and then they win. I'm not sure what their game plan is right now. It looks like Alex Luck is actually doing just that. He is running away, but Alex Fishka is just sitting right next to this Navy Dominix, and he just got scrammed. How do you let that happen? You know what's gonna happen. You know what this Navy Dominix has to do. But it
Okay, so
does look like the Navy Drakes did focus right on Tukemono Sakura's Blackbird. Blackbird managed to live for 7 minutes in a zero logistics setting. I find that pretty impressive.
yeah, that is rather impressive. So right now, LowSechnaya Sholupen, killing this Navy Drake won't be enough. If they do, they will still be a total of 3 points behind, and they'll need to either catch the Cerberus of Zenzafar or the Navy Drake of Alex Luck, and both of them have made an excellent decision to run 50 to 60 kilometers away from that Navy Dominix.
Yeah, that was a very smart move here, and it does look like these Navy Drakes may be the toughest nuts to crack on that team. I'm not sure. I'm not sure they'll be able to do it on this one. I had great hope when I saw the Navy Dominix belonging to Comrade Pablo just survive for so long, and I did love the MJD plays, but it looks like it might be a little bit too little too late here. These Navy
Yeah,
Dominixes, they're used to pumping out so much damage. Like, we're used to seeing the one of the highest potential damages you could have from a battleship, but they're not really taking Alex Fishka's Navy Drake down that quickly.
yeah, the whole tank's Navy Dominix only does a few hundred damage. It's pretty comparable to what you would see out of a battle cruiser or a heavy assault cruiser, and doesn't do nearly as much damage as the Navy Megathron, either armor or shield tanked, or even the Typhoon fleet issue.
So, I guess we have to ask the lingering question here. A Navy Dominix doesn't have as good of a tank as a Navy Mega, even structure tank. Doesn't have that much damage as a Navy Mega. Why take the Navy Dominix here, as we see Timidity in the last MOA Navy Dominix about half structure here?
I think that's going to have to be a question that MOA themselves have to answer, as they will eventually be getting eliminated from the tournament. Alex Fishka still surviving with only a minute remaining in the match, and even if they do kill him, there's no way that SimCity can catch another target and then kill it with the time remaining.
Yeah, exactly. As you guys can see on the points right here, even if this Navy Drake does go down, they will MOA still will be behind by 3 points. So they'll be knocked out by 3 points, assuming they can knock this guy out. With only 30 seconds to go, and Drake entering a low armor right now, I'm not sure if we'll actually see Alex Fishka's Navy Drake dying.
Well, At any rate, we can see an actual just cloud of drones on top of the Navy Dominics trying to jam him off. So if they can get a successful jam, Alex Fishka will survive probably before the target lock can go on, but the lock remains, and Alex Fishka does go down with 3 seconds left, and with it actually go down the hopes of MOA for actually making it into the Alliance Tournament 15. Congratulations to LowSechnaya Sholupen, who will live to fight another day.
All right, and we'll throw it back to